Hi, I'm WheezyMac. Wait. Before you scroll down to dislike this video and tell me how wrong I am in the comments, let me just explain myself first. I promise that I'm not saying Infinite is faultless. I'm just saying maybe you guys are just hating on it just a little bit too much, okay? And maybe you could go down there and subscribe too, thanks. Alright, we're good? Okay, let's get to it. Halo Infinite has been catching a lot of flack recently, some of it justified and some of it not really. So let's start with what is justified. Microsoft's greed in the in-game store. First of all, oh my god, $36 US for an armor bundle? That's almost enough to buy a copy of Helldivers. Let me repeat that. 3 armor sets or Helldivers 2. A big argument that people used to say was, oh, they need to charge the high prices for the incoming content. And hey, I'll be honest, I mean, even I was in that same boat. But that brings me to the next problem. January 30th of 2024, 343 announced that they would be scrapping seasons and swapping to a smaller thing called operations and content updates. They also announced that they were working on a new Halo title. That's POG, don't get me wrong, but to me that essentially means that Infinite is being run by a skeleton crew, while the rest of everyone else is working on this newer title. The content we were expecting since the prices were increased is completely non-existent. Not even that, actually. The leaks that were actually shown showed that there was definitely content, it just wasn't even put out. Things like the Falcon, new Vortex equipment, which was pretty cool, new game modes like Griffball, VIP, Assault, and then even a new weapon called the Enforcer, a double-barrel shotgun that had a gravity hammer on the end. There are a few more that seemed more unfinished as well, so the point still stands. These content updates have been pretty much nothing but in-game store items. The worst part to me is seeing how much armor could have been in these battle passes if they kept doing them. A good example is the Spirit of Fire update. Shit, even the new Grunt-themed update could have been its own battle pass with how many things were in the store. The maps that have been added though have been great. No complaints on that end. That being said though, new maps have been the only change to the sandbox since the Bandit being added. That is a extremely massive disappointment. Alright, so we kind of tore Infinite apart a little bit there, so let's dial things back a little bit and talk about what I think Halo Infinite has done well. The Halo community has always been a little dicey. Either you get teabagged and shit-talked for not top fragging on a Tuesday morning, or you find people who manage to keep things fun while still teabagging you. I like y'all's outfits, OMG style. OMG. Let's go crazy. Look at this team, look at this lineup. Goated. Goated with the sauce. I've met a lot of fun people on Infinite, mostly through the text chat because, there's not many people active on the voice chat. I've met a couple with matching pink armor, a couple of toddlers, I think, and plenty of other great people who seem like they've been enjoying the game as much as they can. Now, what better place to find fun Halo players than in the custom games? I've made a video that basically talks about how good the customs are and how much they've been carrying Infinite.
What? I can hit that? Oh my god.
Infinite has had plenty of new game modes, but the Foragers have managed to recreate so many of the old maps and old custom games too. Not only can I experience my childhood again, but I can make a pit stop at the Waffle House afterwards. The gameplay has me hooked, but the customs are what really made me stick with this game, to be honest.
Oh my god, it's so good. Oh my god. Dude, the fact that I hit that was insane.
Now, speaking of gameplay, can we talk about how good the equipment is in this game? It reminds me of Halo Reach. Like, not only do they have really good, fun gameplay moments, but they also open the door to so many new game modes too. The grapple shot is just plain fun. I mean, it's entertaining to fly around with, but you can use it for so many other things too, besides just moving fast. The repulsor is great for almost the same reason. It's fun to boost yourself around into a fun arena, but damn, does it feel good to kind of like repulse a good fusion coil or a grenade or even like a rocket back at an enemy. It's peak. It's pure ecstasy, man. So let's talk about something completely different now. Customization. I have my own personal gripes with it, like not having basic primary and secondary colors like the older games, but there's also not being able to unlock 90% of the armor unless you pay for it. Some of it just being vaulted for some reason too. And much of it is not really even earnable in the battle passes or the operations. However, and that's a big however, the armor cores, coatings, and the cross-core armor pieces that we've gotten are amazing in my opinion. I love most of the armor cores, most of them. I'm looking at you, Chimera.
Brother,
They all look different where it matters, while still kind of keeping that iconic Spartan feel. And if you don't agree with me on the customization, or you think that it's only good if you fork up a bunch of cash, you'd be surprised to know that I've only spent about $20 on Infinite. I bought the first Battle Pass, and then the third one that gives me all of my credits back. Not a single penny over that since then. And with only $20, I've been able to make all of these fun sets. Armor coatings are dicey because I think they're really fun to play with and you can make some really cool kind of like combinations with them, good textures. But we really need secondary and primary colors. Keeping basic colors behind paywalls is insane to me. Alright, let's move on to something more agreeable. Squad battles, it's goated.
Oh! I'm sorry, what?
Do you have PUBG installed?
No, it's goated. That's all I gotta say about it. It just hits different. Big team battle is amazing too, but there's something about the maps on squad battles that just hits different. I love it. It feels like peak Halo to me. It brings me back to like those old days of Halo 3 playing with my brother and his friends. It's just, chef's kiss. And I say that because that's what matters to me. I don't want Halo to turn into another AAA flop like it has been. It's my childhood game, and it might be yours too. The reason I made this video is to show that while yes, Infinite has huge glaring issues, it still has an audience that loves it because as much as it's changed up the formula, it still feels like Halo at its core.